What is going on, everybody? What is up? Happy Monday to you all. We are now live here with another live edition of Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. I hope all of you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, did whatever you had to do, whether it was, spend time with your loved ones, go out, whatever it is. I hope you made the best out of it. I hope you did. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video stream a big old thumbs up. Hit the bell notification, all that fun stuff as always. All right. Also, if you guys feel generous as all hell, leave with a super chat. Links down below. A little $sign does help out the channel. Also, if you want to be an ATP channel member, it's only $2.99 a month. You get bonus content, channel member only streams, and early access to the stuff that we'll do and all that stuff. We will be pumping out stuff for channel members soon, so just hang in there. But we will be, again, only $2.99 a month here if you want to be a channel member. But what is going on? I'm that dude. I'm that dude that y'all call Steve. And as always, I'm here joined by the good brother here, part-time. Oh, look, he's back to being Big Mike. Okay, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm chilling, bro. Another week. February is 3 more days, and we say hello to March. It's crazy, bro. Like, we had a lot of happen this past weekend in the world of wrestling. Hell, even the UFC had a show in Mexico. Did you see the clip of the people fighting in the crowd, bro? Did you see this
Yeah.
clip? It's crazy, bro. Probably the best fight in the whole damn show. People were just fighting in the crowd, bro. That's when you know you're in Mexico, bro. That's when you know like the alcohol just kicked in, bro. That's when you fucking know like alcohol kicked in. People are just having a good fucking time. Probably know what the fuck they were fighting for, but you know what? They had a good time. It looked like that last punch, bro. I don't know. I don't know what clip you saw, but the clip that I saw, like, there's a bald dude. He gets cracked, dude, and he just falls like. It's like that dude got hit, bro. There's also some like PFL Bellator show that happened in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, I mean, Bellator just mopped the floor with PFL, even though it's a PFL, even though PFL owns Bellator now. You know what I mean? But John Jones was there. He talked about how he can beat Tom Aspinall, beat Francis Ngannou, and Miocic, which believable, very believable, you know. Um, and also factor in Francis Ngannou was fighting Anthony Joshua. But they announced in PFL, oh, he's fighting in PFL against the winner between Bader and the guy that he fought, which I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. Like, bro, you're a boxer.
Right.
You're a boxer now, bro. You're no longer an MMA fighter. You now
Right.
fight in the world of boxing. You got Anthony Joshua fight. And I still believe, you know what, despite what happened a couple of months ago, he still had that Deontay Wilder fight waiting for him too. So he's getting the fuck back, bro. But outside of that, what's going on, Safed? Hope all is well with you. There was a lot of wrestling this past weekend, bro. There was a lot of wrestling that went down. And then also factor in, dude, you have wrestling coming up this weekend too. Revolution's happening on Sunday. So get ready because there will be a post show. Predictions will happen on Friday. That's when we're doing predictions. In case you guys are wondering, you know, when are we doing predictions and all that stuff? We're going to do it on Friday. All right. So you'll get sad like you normally do for the go home show. And then we'll get predictions on Friday. But let's get this out of the way, Mike. Chamber was on this past Saturday morning. Did you watch it live, bro?
I fortunately did. While I was at work, I had a lot of downtime, so I just turned it on.
Okay. So I watched part of it live because there's a lot of downtime at my job as well. There's a lot of downtime, right? So as we wait for cans to show up to load the plane, I'm watching the show. Mind you, I had a lot of like reception issues because I'm on an aircraft. So the signal will go on and off whenever it wants to. But for the most part, I had to catch up on the opening match in the main event. I got to watch the rest of the show, right, as a whole. What was your take on the show, Mike?
I thought it was fine, you know. As a whole, I don't know if you saw it in a group chat. I put my rating and it didn't change. 7.9 out of 10.
Okay.
Not quite an 8 because of a couple of things, but you know.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
It's fair show. Fair show.
I mean, for me, you know what it is, bro? I think we all had this expectation, right? I think fans in general. I think, like, if you saw, like, posts once the show ended, right, you go on Twitter, you see the tribalism kicking in, right? Oh, you see, there was this show went this long, but there's only this amount of time of wrestling. But on the other show, the show was this long and it went this much time of wrestling. That's what I saw. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? But I think I think a lot of us in general have this expectation, right? Like you hear months ago, oh my God, they're going to Perth, Australia. They're going to the stadium, right? And you have these expectations. Like, oh my God, WWE gonna stack up this show. It's gonna be bananas, right? Because again, they've been going international, right? They hit a home run in London with Money in the Bank. They hit a home run with Clash of the Champions in Saudi Arabia, right? They hit a home run in Puerto Rico with Backlash, right? With Bad Bunny and all that stuff, right? They hit a home run in Montreal with Chamber last year. So you're accustomed to them like going international, just going crazy with it. And I'm not saying that they didn't go crazy here. It just, they gave you what they gave you. Here it is. Yep. Boom. There you go. I mean,
I
listen.
wouldn't even say that. I would just say like there was a couple of things that just didn't execute the way that you thought it would. Like
I hear you.
some finishes didn't resonate well with me. And obviously there's still like a lot of things in limbo still, and we're a month away from WrestleMania.
Okay. I mean, for me, listen, I thought I thought it was a solid show. Am I going to go back and rewatch the show months from now? Not really. Not quite. Now, listen, I'm sure if you're in the building, if you're in Australia, you thought this show was just everything. And as you should. Listen, as a Peruvian, I have a certain love-hate relationship with Australia. If you know, Mike. And for those of you who don't know,
yeah,
Australia is the reason why Peru didn't go to the World Cup. So for me, it's like, Australia.
Well, Peru is the reason why they didn't go.
Well,
shootout.
They lost the penalty shootout, but there was a lot of the controversy. All the goalie knew. The goalie had like a cheat sheet of where each striker was going to kick the ball to and shit. There's a lot of controversy, but still.
But isn't that called good scouting?
No, but they had it on the glove, like on the glove. That's what they were saying. I mean, listen, it's no here or there. It is what it is. You move on.
I mean, in baseball.
Listen, Mike, we're not going to go there, okay?
In baseball, the outfielders have a cheat. No, they have a cheat sheet of where the hitter hits the most. So they shift one way, they play deep one way, they play shallow one way. It's called scouting. Like literally every outfielder when the next batter comes up, every outfielder pulls out a cheat sheet either from the back pocket or from their hat and looks and see where to play. So it's just
Anywho. Best clip. Anywho, yes.
I knew you played that. You fucking bum.
Hey, listen. Okay, there's some bums. All right, we'll talk about
fucking anywho me.
There's some bums on these war sheets we're gonna get into in a little bit, but nevertheless, I thought, you know what, the Australians there had a fun time, bro. They were just, you know what I mean.
It's always good live.
It is. Again, I would not mind going out there one day, visiting. You know what I mean? But
beautiful country,
even though their soccer team it is what it is. They got theirs against Messi. Messi just mopped the floor with them, but it is what it is. I digress. Once was a story all about how my life got flipped upside down.
I thought it was low enough.
Then to say right there, I tell you how I gave it.
For your TV's on 3 and you can hear the theme song.
Boop, 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 boop. I hear a little bit of it. I still hear a little instrumental of it. Hey, it's okay if YouTube sends me a thing. I mean, they might send me something regardless, because again, the one thing that's been grinding my gears as of late, I've been getting this like under review request for every single stream. YouTube, what are we doing?
That's not past streams, it's streams you've done recently.
Like these streams that we've been doing, like they have to go under review for monetization. It's like, YouTube, what are we doing?
I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. YouTube is in their guidelines,
Yeah,
I digress. I don't want this to get under review because we're talking about.
We love you guys, by the way. We love YouTube, but still, it's
we love the AI over there.
But it gets a little annoying from once in a while, after a while. But that's besides the point. Chamber overall, I thought was again solid show. All right. If you go on Cage Match, it has a 7.17 match rating. You want to know what the lowest match? You know what match had the least amount of votes? It's kind of fucked up.
The women's chamber?
Nope. The main event.
The men's chamber?
No. The main event. The Rhea versus Nia Jax got the least amount of votes on Cage Match.
They went on last. Oh.
You forget that, right? Like you forgot they won.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, and I kind of disagree with that. Now we'll get into that.
Didn't we talk about that they might make her the main event because
I'm
it's her
happy.
country?
I'm happy they did, though. I'm happy that they did. They learned from their listen, bro. They learned from Puerto Rico. Everyone know Bad Bunny Priest, Damian Priest should have gone last in Puerto Rico. That should have been the main event.
Yeah.
And they learned from that mistake. They learned from their mistake. You see me, but there we go.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay. So they
But
learned from their mistake. They learned
mm,
from it. In my opinion, that is, right? I feel like they learned from that. The women's chamber match I thought was pretty good. The women's chamber was pretty good. I predicted it will kick off the show. And they listen to that. They listen to my booking here. Get this out of the way respectfully. I thought the standout of that match was Tiffany Stratton. Hands down. She was the standout of that match, bro. It's crazy to think, right? Like, bro, when we were doing Let's Talk NXT, right? Back in the day, we're doing Let's Talk NXT. We said, keep your eye on her, bro. Keep an eye on her. I'm telling y'all now, she's gonna be something.
Yeah. I mean, those that know, this is not a surprise.
Oh, of course, it's not a surprise at all. Not a surprise. But like I said, though, like again, they had a good match. The match overall was good, right? I felt like the crowd got into this. They were really pro Tiffany Stratton. And again, she's gonna be a star, bro. She is gonna be a star for that company.
Yeah. It's just timing and where they can fit her, and because you still got with the booking of this match, you still had who they want to push right now.
I get that, but at the same time, though, I will say this: it was predictable as all hell, though. Like you knew where they were going with it. You knew
a couple of people they could use, but that's why I said I did not like the finish of this match at all.
No, I agree with you. What I didn't like was so Liv Morgan eliminates Raquel Gonzalez, eliminates Bianca, right? It was Bianca.
Yeah,
right?
they were the final three. It was Bianca, Liv, and Becky.
And then not even 2 seconds, let them breathe, not let them have we're down to two. Like you think, right? Okay, we are down to 2 women. Bianca, Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, who was going to WrestleMania, right? I was expecting that. Like Michael Cole on commentary, sell this to me, right? Even though we already knew, like I said this on the predictions. I didn't care because you already told me in Vegas at that press conference what's happening at WrestleMania. You already told me. It's Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. But even if I knew, give me something. Not just, Liv eliminates Bianca, and then less than a second, manhandle slam, it's over.
Yeah. I think what they were going for was a bang, because they knew, Bianca has a lot of fanfare, so people dwelling on her elimination would have probably made it worse. So it's like bang, bang, finish, because she was code breaking everything, bro. Liv was. She was code breaker reversal into her finisher and sneaky pin Bianca and then manhandle slam, boom. It was so much, and I was like, that just didn't hit right to me at all. I did not like that at all. I mean, I don't care about the winner because it was either between, well, like you said, it was Becky all the way, but you could still be like, oh, if you want a fancy book it, Bianca and all that type of shit. But at least give me something.
Yeah, bro.
Give me some suspense. Don't give me no bang bang finish.
Bro, can you at least buy me before you fuck me? Can you buy me a drink? Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Before you fuck me over here, can you buy me a drink? Do something.
Yeah.
Don't just
let me down easy. Don't give it to me.
Yeah, let me down easy. Let me down easy. Please, I'm begging y'all. Please, But yeah, Becky Lynch, she did get the win. She's going to WrestleMania. She's going to face Rhea Ripley, which we'll get into in a little bit as well. We had the
Yeah.
tag team title match. We had Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate versus Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Honestly, probably my match of the night or the morning. I'm sorry, the match of the morning or the match of the day, whatever you want to call it. Right? It is
Yeah.
honestly, I had throwbacks to Black and Gold NXT with this match. The
Yeah.
near falls, just the crazy back and forth. Like you knew Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne weren't going to win. You knew this, obviously, right? But
Mhm.
you love this the surprise element in it, right? Like the visual of Tyler Bate, like deadlifting or on his shoulders, like fireman carrying Damian Priest and spinning him around.
Mhm.
That was impressive as all hell, right? Like we've seen Pete Dunne over the years, right? Do the whole thing with his fingers, right? This
Yeah. Snap. Yeah.
I miss seeing that. It was good to see that
Yeah. The
again, right?
digit manipulation.
Yes, exactly. Just again, this idea that it could happen, but eventually Damian Priest and Finn Balor did retain their tag titles. What was your thoughts on the match, Mike?
Yeah, man. I thought this was a really good match. Started off hot. Didn't give them a chance to even introduce them. Yeah, like you said, this really reminded us of Black and Gold NXT. It's good to hear because I really haven't been watching. I've been watching on and off, but it's really good to hear on commentary. Pete Dunne goes for it's good to hear Pete Dunne on commentary. He's like vocabulary instead of Butch.
Butch. I didn't mind
Yeah.
Butch though. Like
I
Butch.
didn't mind Butch neither. Butch grew on me, but once you guys told me like, hey, Pete Dunne's Pete Dunne again, it's like, oh shit. Bet.
Nah,
He
if
about
all they need to
to
do, and I know what, and I know they can't do it. I know they can't do it because of, I think because it's not because it's the other people that made it.
Oh
I
shit,
would.
Lois.
I wish they had his old theme song, bro.
Yeah. Boom 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 boom
Yeah,
boom 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 boom. Yeah.
I wish they had that, but it is what it is. I'm not
Music is
complaining.
ass now in WWE.
It is. Bring back Jim Johnson. Bring him back
Please. Please.
for seriously, seriously. Um, but nevertheless, honestly, and I said this obviously on Raw Rundown over the last couple of weeks. What I love to see happen, likely, I hope it does happen. I think it might. I think it will happen now. You do Priest and Balor versus R-Truth and Miz for the tag titles.
Yeah, but and they drop them.
No, and again, listen, R-Truth. Honestly, bro, I don't mind seeing them drop the belt to Truth and Miz. And that starts the dissension, the whole split between the Judgment Day.
Will that make it easier for
Priest to cash in? Yeah.
yeah, or for him to make it easier for him to lose the briefcase because they'll be like, oh, you screwed us over with the whole thing. Now we're gonna make you lose your briefcase. Like he's held it this long, so it's like
could be, but I mean, I don't. Again, it's a matter of wait and see type of thing.
I
right?
mean, he's gonna cash in on the World Heavyweight Championship no matter who that is.
Probably at WrestleMania.
Maybe when Drew wins it,
cashes in,
immediate cash in.
But we'll see. You did have the Grayson Waller effect segment. I thought was, for what it was fine. Yeah, he got a massive ovation. He did a shoey with Ty Tiavasa, UFC heavyweight. People were like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Who is this?" Google him. Google him. Google him. Google it. Right. They drank the state. They did the shoey off of a golden. I want to say Nike Air Force One.
That wasn't no Nike.
I mean, it wasn't the Trump. Have you seen the Trump sneaker, bro, that they came out with for SneakerCon, bro?
I don't care about that shoe.
It's crazy though, bro. It's crazy. But
$300 for a burnt orange shoe.
Hey man, could have been the old remember the big baller brand? Remember those prices from back in the day? People were going crazy for that shit. The controversy.
I mean, they're still selling merch. It's still astronomically high, but I'd rather support them than Trump.
But you know what I mean? Like, again,
I know what you mean. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know.
But basically, they came out right. Cody came out, so did Seth Rollins, And the one thing that came out of this was Cody Rhodes challenging The Rock to a match. They didn't say when. He just challenged him to a one-on-one match.
They didn't even say where.
To which then
But
Rollins
we know where.
Then Rollins is like, when that happens, I will be there in your corner. Right?
Yeah, right after you lose the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, here's the thing about it, right? Like, here's the thing, right? Like, here's the thing about this too. If you watch, I don't know how many of y'all watched SmackDown. I know it was pre-taped, whatever. But there was a thing where Roman Reigns requested Grayson Waller to meet him in the locker room, in his dressing room area, right? We don't know what you would think. Okay, Grayson Waller going to ask questions that Roman Reigns is telling him to ask. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Nothing. All Grayson Waller did was have everyone to acknowledge the tribal chief.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, I don't know, WWE's lately has been missing on the little things, like how they used to do. Like, yeah, having him meet with Roman in his locker room before going to Perth, even though it's taped, so it was last Friday. But it could have been so much more. Yeah. It could have been so much more.
Of course, could have been so much more.
Instead of like acknowledge the tribal chief, no, you could have really played into it.
Yeah, you could have really played into it.
And he's capable. He's really capable.
He is. But again, likely Rock versus Cody going to happen at WrestleMania. Night 1. Has to be night 1.
Night 1 and the opener.
Because you're not going to have Rock open this show. You kidding me?
He should be like the tribal chief. If I'm not main event, I'm opening.
I mean, Roman Reigns didn't main event the Royal Rumble this year. He was the middle of the card.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's got a main event. But would you rob
the Bailey? Absolutely not.
Yeah, Rob Bailey or
Rollins.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
that's the thing. Like, what do you do, right? It's a good question. Well, again, it's look at this. We'll have to pause our review of Chamber real quick. But then we got what? Let's knock this out real quick. The men's Chamber match. We'll get into just a sec, guys. In just a sec here. Because we are joined here now. Mike, I gotta say it now, Mike. I gotta say it. The former Booker of the Year for the Wrestling Observer. The former Wrestling Observer Booker of the Year. He is the man that runs AEW, Ring of Honor, Fulham FC, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he does have a show coming up this Sunday, Revolution, AEW Revolution, Sting's final match. We will be predicting that this Friday. Make sure you tune in for that. The one, the only, your good friend, my good friend, the one, the only Mr. Tony Khan. Tony, how are you, man?
Thank you so much, guys, for voting me once again to be the Booker of the Year. I'm so excited.
Whoa,
Booker of the Year. No, Steve, be quiet now. I'm here talking with the AEW fans.
No, wait a minute, Mr. Khan.
No, Big Mike, it's okay. Your phone's ringing. Go answer the phone. I'm here to say that I am so happy to be the Booker of the Year once again from you guys and being voted on you and stuff. And I know I interrupted the Elimination Chamber, and it was the room, the review. I mean, sorry, I'm focused on something. I'm very, very focused right now. I'm very happy to be Booker and Promoter of the Year back to back. It's
I don't think so.
Good sir.
That's your guys' Photoshop. I know you guys are good at that. Canva. You guys like to use Canva. We use Canva too. But anyways, super excited. Anyways, a big show coming up. AEW Revolution. We're gonna preview that show.
Well, we're doing that this Friday, good sir, because you never know. Here's the thing about it. We preview it now. Who's to say Wednesday you might decide to add 2 more matches, 3 more matches? We just don't know.
Yeah, you know me. I'm very unpredictable when it comes to the adding the matches, but this is one of the best book cards, and and I did win Booker of the Year. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You guys obviously don't follow your guys' own canon. Remember, I beat Triple H in ATP Gaming, which means I'm the Booker of the Year regardless. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You guys don't follow your own canon. He even said it himself. We have the clips. He has the clips for everything. I'm pretty sure Walter has the clip he made. So I'm the Booker of the Year. It's all right. But anyways, thank you guys so much and stuff. But yeah, you guys are talking about Elimination Chamber. I thought it was a very predictable show. I knew everything that was going to happen before it happened. The matches,
the rundown, huh? Yeah, the rundown sheet, huh?
Well, maybe not, Steve. I don't want to talk about it, man. Can I just give my thoughts without having you interrupt me? But yeah, I thought the matches were just okay. The women's chamber was just okay. Tag team title match was pretty solid. Very good segment with Seth Rollins and Grayson Waller. And then later on, the men's chamber, it was all right. And then, the women's main event was pretty solid. I feel like Thomas Tony Storm and Deonna Purrazzo, they're going to do a lot better than that. But yeah, overall, if I were to give my thoughts on the pay-per-view, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Just very passable.
Okay. Well, Cage Match has it. I know you rely a lot on Cage Match. They have it 7.7, 7.17.
Oh, wow, that's a little bit too high. But anyways, thank you guys for voting Dynamite once again, weekly show of the year. And then also, thank you guys so much for voting AEW Revolution as the pay-per-view of the year. That's crazy. I'm so happy.
It hasn't even happened yet.
No, the last year's Revolution, Big Mike. Remember Danielson? Okay. Yeah, Danielson versus MJF.
Okay. Fun little fact, Mr. Khan. That was my match of the year.
Oh,
yeah, that was a really, really good match. Yeah,
that was my match of the year.
Took place in San Francisco Chase Center. It was a very good match between Danielson. Also on the card, Wardlow taking on the current AEW champion Samoa Joe. We had a lot of good stuff on that card. Wow, it's an amazing card.
Very, very true. Very true. But like I said, man, that was believe it or not, my match of the year. And also, I must say, and I know you weren't here when I said that, but congrats on Fulham defeating Manchester United.
All right, Steve.
Over the weekend.
Steve, I'm gonna be really honest with you, man. I don't really care about the soccer. I don't really care about the soccer that much, man. I come on around the point to talk about wrestling. I don't care about the Jaguars and Fulham that much. You guys want to talk about it, but I just want to talk about professional wrestling. That's why I come on the stream. You ask too much. You ask too much of me. I already do a lot. I don't want to talk about Fulham. I want to talk about AEW stink last match. It's going to be a great last match. And what do we talk about, man? So don't congratulate me on anything but the success of AEW.
Well, you know what, Tony? I want to congratulate you on one full year. No milli anniversary. Congratulations, Tony.
Come on. How'd you get the link, man?
I always have the link, man. I'm one of the investors. Anyways, Steve wants some clapping music. Play me the clapping music.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Play me the claps. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ray. Wow. Crazy. I felt like I've been Booker of the Year the last 3 years of this thing.
No. I beat you.
Tony, the fans voted for me. Your fan base, not my fan base. The Observer is your guys' fans. I don't know how you lost. This is like the Warriors blowing a 3-1 lead, man. Like, seriously, you had the whole year against me. You had what? The highest, biggest wrestling show of all time, where you made up 5 different numbers of how many people attended. And yet, I still won. Booker of the Year. That is crazy.
Anything you want to say that, Mr. Khan?
I was waiting for your little monologue to end. Really, to be honest, you didn't really book that well.
What did I not book well? I mean, really, to be honest, name me this, man. Name me a last time a company had a main event of WrestleMania. Go back to back. I booked that. Everyone was all like, "Oh man, Cody should have won. Cody should have won." And what did I say? Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. And what happened? What's going on now? Look at that. Look at that now. Main event. 19.
Oh, because The Rock got bullied online.
He didn't get bullied. I mean, Tony, I don't think you understand what's going on, man. It's all right. You're over there struggling, trying to make most of your talent happy, making up fugazi numbers, and you think, oh man, if I just bring in all these wrestlers, all my problems get wiped away.
No, that's not how it works. You did the same thing. In November, you just brought back Randy Orton and you had CM Punk return and
And what? Well, what happened? They actually doing shit. You're gonna bring all these guys, overpay all of them, Mercedes, Osprey, and Okada. You're gonna overpay all of them, and what's gonna happen? Not gonna see the return on your investment. That's what's gonna happen.
well, you don't know that yet, man. It's not confirmed that Okada and Mercedes is all elite yet.
No, it's pretty much confirmed. No, Steve, I'm trying to talk to my child here. Let me talk to the little kid, okay?
Whoa, okay.
The parents can talk later. Let the kids.
Well, what do you mean? See, this is why I don't work with WWE anymore. You guys see the bullying that you.
No. I'm trying to talk sense to you, Tony. I want you to succeed. I really do. But Tony, what if I let Drew McIntyre walk? Are you signing him?
Well, yeah, you like Drew McIntyre.
And what are you going to do with him?
Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway, if that happens, Mr. Khan.
Triple H. I mean, Steve, shut up, please. We don't need your little commentary right now. I'm talking Tony.
Okay, sorry.
Well, if I signed him, then he would be a very top contender.
No, he would be your champion day one. But you wouldn't do that. You would make him feud, do everything that they normally do. He was a stupid wrestler here, then disappear for 2 months, and then get the championship shot.
Well, you know what, Paul? Obviously,
no, your booking is predictable. I know what you're going to do from the beginning that you get these wrestlers. Okada's going to wrestle some guy that was supposed to care about an AEW. Like, oh man, you're going to have that guy in the Rey Mysterio mask go, oh man, this is a dream match between Kazuchika Okada and so. Okada beats that guy, disappears for weeks, comes back a little bit later, wins a number one contender match the next pay-per-view, and then goes for the title, and then for some reason he doesn't fucking win. That's what's going to happen, right?
Well, you don't know if Okada's all elite.
We know he's all elite. He said no to our contract, Tony.
Well, he could go to TNA.
They don't have the money to inspire Scott. They're not going to TNA. What are you talking about? Ugh. Sorry, guys, that I get so upset. I get so upset when I talk to Tony sometimes.
Well, Mr. Levesque, I wanted to say on behalf of myself and the entire Around the Point crew here, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Steve. You know,
it was never a
very good year. I mean, I booked very well this year, and I really just broke down Tony Khan's booking to a T. He hasn't changed anything. He's still booking like he has Hangman Adam Page from 2021. Newsflash, buddy, it's 2024. He ain't that hard no more. But yeah, wow. Sting's last match, Young Bucks, great. EVPs, whatever.
It's gonna be a great match. You're gonna watch.
Yeah, I'll tune in.
Yeah, how come Kevin Nash can't come to the show? What would you say?
I don't know what Kevin was talking about. I don't care if he goes to the show. He can go to the show. He just shows loyalty to me. I don't know. There's a thing, Tony, called loyalty. I don't know if you know this, but it's a very big thing in WWE. There's a reason why.
You should ask Ric Flair that question as well. Loyalty.
What do you mean?
You should also ask that question to Ric Flair. Loyalty. You never know. You just never know. Hey, Mr. Khan.
I really don't know what Steve's talking about.
Yeah, Stevie, you just randomly brought up Ric Flair. He signed with AEW. I mean, yeah, he would go back to WWE, but he's a back chaser at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's one thing Tony and I can agree on. Definitely back chaser. Rick just wants the money, Steve. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyways, loyalty. is important in this industry, and we have most of it. I mean, Tony, you're never touching Dave.
Why would I want Batista?
Who wouldn't want Batista? You're not touching Cena.
Well,
Yeah, you can't. That's the thing. Loyalty. That's what we have. WWE is a family. If you're part of that family, it lasts forever.
Beautiful words, man. Beautiful words. Ain't that right, Part? Big Mike. Beautiful words, man.
Yeah, the GOAT always has the great words.
okay. See, this is what happens when Triple H comes on. I'm surprised if you guys have voted for him like a bunch of times.
We're not subscribed to the Observer, Mr. Khan. We're not subscribed.
Yeah, it's too rich for my blood. I can't
Tony,
subscribe to the Observer.
Yeah, Tony, it's not like you who has 5 accounts.
Okay. Look, I have 3 accounts. All right. Thank you very much. And they're all for different reasons. They're not to vote.
Yeah. I can tell that 3 of your votes really helped you get second place in Booker and Promoter of the Year. I wish I could bring Nick Khan on, but he doesn't do these shows. He actually got surprised. I said, hey, I'm going on around the pool. You want to come on? And he was all like, oh, I don't even know what that is.
It's okay. It's one day. Maybe one day we'll get him, the other Khan on the show. Speaking of which, also congrats to Nick Khan for winning Promoter of the Year.
Well, okay, he's not a promoter.
Hey, man, the fans,
What do you mean?
the subscribers.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean?
What is Nick Khan promoting? He doesn't promote anything.
He promotes our TV rights deals. He promotes every single WWE PLE.
Books to venues.
Yeah.
Internationally.
Yeah. And every
Stadiums.
PLE broke records this year.
What record will Revolution break, Mr. Khan?
Actually, I saw the attendance. Very good job, Tony. Proud of you. Maybe you can get 1 million people to watch before Revolution. That'd be great.
All right, this is becoming bullying Tony time, and I don't like it. So
of course not. No.
So I'm going to be leaving the Around the Point show today. Thank you so much. Good picture, Steve. Good picture. Good picture, please.
Why you're so obsessed with these pictures, Tony? It doesn't even. Well, no, that is a bad picture, but.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry. Again.
Oh, the puppet. I love the puppet.
How about this one, boys?
The fuck is that?
It's fan art.
Why am I an action figure?
Well, there's no puppet AAA, so there's an action figure.
That doesn't even look like an office. Our office would be cooler if we had one, and we wouldn't have ATP on there. And I don't like that puppet. I really don't. But anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys watch Dynamite Wednesday, and don't forget to tune in to Sting's last.
What else is happening on the card, Tony? Sell it to me.
Well, Samoa Joe will be defending his AEW championship.
Wait, what?
You didn't let me finish, Paul. Samoa Joe will be defending his
What happened to MJF?
Oh, he's injured.
Oh. Okay. So wait, Samoa Joe is your champion now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like a winning formula there, bud. All right. So who's defending against?
Well, he'll be defending against Hangman Adam Page.
It's no longer 2021, but okay.
And Swerve Strickland.
Okay.
Isaiah Swerve Scott back in the day, Mr. Levesque.
I know who he is, Steve. I'm not stupid. He said Swerve.
Okay.
The guy doesn't really say nice things about me, too. So I kind of get like a report about how apparently I didn't talk to him backstage or something.
Kind of weird, but continue, Tony.
And then we have Meat Madness.
What?
Meat Madness.
Hey, I'm afraid to ask what this is, but go ahead.
Wardlow taking on Lance Archer, taking on Powerhouse Hobbs.
Wait. The same Wardlow that was part of the Devil faction.
Yes.
Why isn't he doing anything that's related to the Devil stuff?
Well, he doesn't really need to be doing anything related to the devil stuff, Paul. I mean, we're trying to heat him back up.
He was already hot. Why are you gonna heat him back up? He's with the devil. So shouldn't he be doing something to help the devil?
We're giving the fans what they want, meat madness.
All right, continue.
Timeless Tony Storm will defend her AEW Women's Championship against Deonna Purrazzo.
Sounds like a good 8-minute match. What's next?
We got for the TNT Championship, Christian Cage taking on Danny Garcia.
Oh, okay.
We also got the AEW Continental Classic Champion.
Jesus Christ, how many titles do you have?
Well, I have the TNT Continental Classic, International AEW Women's Championship, AEW TBS Championship, the AEW Trios Championship, the AEW Tag Team Championship, and the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, Paul.
All right. What's this match?
Eddie Kingston will be defending his Continental Classic against Bryan Danielson.
Hasn't this match happened like 8 times already on free TV?
Yeah, but this time it's on pay-per-view, and it's going to be a big deal because if Eddie Kingston wins, Bryan will have to shake his hand.
All right.
Boy, howdy.
I can only guess the AEW International match is Orange Cassidy defending his belt against like Roderick Strong.
Oh,
Hey, man, happy now.
holy
Oh.
shit. Look at that guess.
I mean, guess what? Your booking's predictable. That's how I knew.
That could have been the North American Championship back in the old days of NXT.
It probably was. Anyways, I'm out of here too. My head hurts, and I gotta get ready for the #1 show in professional wrestling, Monday Night Raw. Anyway, you have a good one, Steve. You have a good one, Tony, and you have a good one, Big Mike.
Yeah, Steve, I'm out of here too. Hope you thank you guys so much, and thank you guys for having me. As always, the 2-time
Wrestling Booker of the Year, and your 2024 Booker of the Year, Triple H. Applause, Steve. Applause. I want the applause.
You got it, Mr. Levesque.
Why are you so slow on this? Come on, Enrique, Javier, one of the interns. Come on. Yeah, there we go.
Let's give it a round of applause. Let's give it up for our investors that were here, guys. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is great, wasn't it, Mike? Wasn't it great?
Yeah.
I know. Listen, I know they took over the little review of it, but don't worry. The men's chambers match, right? The men's chamber match. Real quick,
Yeah.
Listen. I kind of knew Drew was going to win this. You kind of knew going in. I thought everyone here, had their moment to shine.
Yeah.
I loved Logan Paul trolling Kevin Owens inside the fucking pod. The shock, I think everyone was expecting, something involving LA United and Logan Paul. That didn't happen. From the looks of it. Instead, we're gonna get Randy Orton. It looks like after what happened at the end there when Logan knocked him out with the brass knucks, we're gonna get Logan Paul and Randy at WrestleMania for the US title, which isn't bad. I'll take it.
It's not. I'll take it. Yeah, Vet and the celebrity guy. That's so good.
Exactly. Absolutely. And from the looks of it, regarding LA Knight, it looks like it's going to be him and AJ.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I'll take that too.
People are like...
I didn't expect AJ to interfere in this match at all.
No, I didn't think so either. But you know what? I'll take it. Granted, I think people were expecting LA Knight to have a title, right? Have that moment. And I think it will happen.
It's gonna happen. It's just you got to take his time. None of his buzz is dying, so it's like
it's not okay.
It's not what it was, but it's not gone. So just it's not like it was here. Now it's like it's in frame. It's like right.
He still gets a reaction.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And if you can ride that until that first title win, then that's a success.
Yeah. And then we got but again, the winner was Drew McIntyre. Rightfully so. So now he's gonna face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. We got the main event. Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax. I know a lot of people were like crapping on like the beginning of the match where I guess Rhea botched a move. It happens. Outside of that, dude, I've heard people say this, and I want to get your thoughts on this. This was Nia Jax's best match of her life.
I believe it. She's cleaned her act up. Can you
Give her a break.
cut her some slack, man? She's cleaned her act up. She's gotten the shape. She's taking it more serious. She's not goofy on the mic. Yes, she has still that monotone delivery, but nonetheless, she's cleaned her act up. That's all we wanted as fans.
Yes, and you know what?
Let her live.
Let her live. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen. I think I agree with you. She did clean up. She got. I'm not saying that she's. I'm not saying that she's
not perfect. No.
she's not Julia. You know what I mean? She's not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, Joshi Supreme, all elite Supreme.
You know, no
talent.
By no means at all.
Right.
But I thought she had a good showing here.
Yeah.
Against Rhea Ripley.
It's progress.
Yes, Rhea Ripley had the main event spot, which deservedly so, in front of her family who were in the front row. She had a big reaction. Granted, most of the Aussie. Granted, you would have thought there would have been more Aussie. Yeah, in the kickoff match, it was which we'll get into in a bit too. Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae versus the Kabuki Warriors. My girl Candice LeRae. It is what it is. But bro, like this match overall between Rhea and Nia, overall, listen, man, there was some good offense here by Rhea, right? The question was, can she get the riptide on her? Right? Her again, her family was in the front row. Nia Jax was, taunting the family, right? Good back and forth. They said on commentary that Rhea said this was her WrestleMania moment before WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
That's big. That's a big line to say, right? What happened? What you reading?
Noticing your hat.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang hat?
Something like that inspired, yeah.
Okay.
Not bad, right? Not bad, right?
Keep going.
Not bad, right?
Look
Look at the dare colors. Look like the dare colors from back in the day.
Yeah.
Let that line down. I let him down. I think we all did at one point or another, but Rhea Ripley did pick up the W.
Of course.
As rightfully so. Can you imagine if they actually gave Nia Jax the win? That scenario would have been.
I don't think they would have got out of Perth alive.
No, they did not. They would have not. But we know the main event, or we know the match for WrestleMania is Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
Rightfully so, man. And I think Rhea Ripley beats her. She has to squash. Yeah. She has to squash Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania.
I think if Becky can beat Rhea,
it's like, bro.
Yeah. It's like it's like all of this for nothing.
That risky.
Yeah,
but that was Chamber.
Risky.
But that was Chamber. That was Chamber as a whole. I know people were I know Bronson Reed was kind of down in the dumps after losing, I think, to Bobby Lashley a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, the qualifier.
But he did post a tweet out saying that that he was supposed to be at Chamber, but his wife gave birth to their first child.
Oh, bittersweet.
So at the end of the day, congrats to him. Congrats to him and the family, bro. Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have his time, dude. He'll have his moment. It's gonna happen. So there's that. Outside of that, there was also TNA No Surrender. I know you didn't watch it. It's okay. I know. I did though. I know you didn't watch it. That show per cage match has a 7.41 out of 10. I thought the show was a solid show. This was the post Scott D'Amore pay-per-view, right? I know Eric Young, before the show was on the air, that he cut a promo for the crowd talking about embracing change. which is very well. I mean, again, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure Scott D'Amore would not want the fans to be down in the dumps. He would want them to continue supporting TNA.
Right.
So there was that.
He got him back to TNA. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he did. You
Sorry for laughing.
You had Eric Young versus Frankie Kazarian in number one contenders match for the TNA World Title. Again, two TNA OGs, bro, going at it back and forth. Eric Young did pick up the W, so he's gonna meet Moose at their next paper. I think it's Sacrifice. So there's that as well. We had Ace Austin and Chris Bay versus the Grizzly Young Vets in match number 3 in the best of 3 series. That was a very good match, bro. Again, it was a throwback to JYV in NXT, bro. Black and gold NXT. They did the move where they had him in the Doomsday device, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think it was James Drake who did like the suicide dive through the middle rope and just it was pretty cool, bro. But again, ABC did pick up the W, so they're still the tag team champions. Would have loved to see JYV have a run with the belt, but it is what it is. PCO and Khan went at it. The former Connor of the Ascension, that's Khan, by the way. The match went to a disqualification, so they're probably going to continue their feud. You had MK Ultra of Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich versus Decay for the Knockouts tag team titles. The match was
name?
Which
MK
one?
Ultra?
Yeah.
If only people knew.
I had to put the banner up, the little lower third, respectfully.
No, you just got to know what MK Ultra is.
So I thought this match was okay, good back and forth, but MK Ultra, Killer Kelly, and Masha Slamovich have once again recaptured the knockout tag team titles. Yeah, Josh Alexander versus Simon Gotch. This was a very good match too. Josh Alexander can't have a bad match. He cannot have a bad match, bro. Against anybody, bro. So
he's one of those. Give him a broomstick, he'll make the broomstick look good.
Exactly, bro. And again, you think about it, right? Like you think about the quality of opponent that he's wrestled in the last month and a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alexander Hammerstone, Will Ospreay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now here he is with Simon Gotch. Now, granted, not the same caliber of opponent, but of an opponent, but they had a very good match. What a coincidence! What a coincidence, right? You had Simon Gotch wrestling, and you had on commentary. You had Matthew Redhold, the former, what was his name in the Fed? Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god, what was his name in the Fed, bro?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
The guy who was saying Rusev Day back in the day.
Oh,
the former vaudevillain.
Aiden English.
Aiden English, yeah. The former Aiden English was on commentary for this. So there was that too, but Josh Alexander did pick up the W. You had Moose versus Alex Shelley in the rematch from Bound for Glory in a no surrenders match. In a no surrenders rules match. Basically, what it is, the only way you lose is if your corner throws in the towel.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, a good match, right? They made you think for a moment that Moose was going to lose, but no. Eventually, Moose worked on Shelley's. I believe it was a shoulder, right? And eventually, Kushida threw in the towel for him. So there was that. Moose is still the champion. From there, we had Jordan Grace versus Giselle Shaw. Giselle Shaw cashing in her number one contender spot. She did win Ultimate X at Bound for Glory. It is crazy because like Giselle Shaw hung in there against Jordan Grace. You know what I mean? I was expecting this to be Jordan Grace, just it was it. Nah, bro. They went to war, bro.
That's cool.
Just crazy, just back and forth. There were moments where you thought that Giselle Shaw was going to win this, but it didn't happen. Jordan Grace retained her title. So there's that. From there we had the main event. They announced this as the main event, like I think a week ago or so. It was Mustafa Ali versus Chris Sabin for the X Division title, bro.
Mm.
This was a hell of a match, bro. This was probably
This is the only winner I know because of the group chat.
yes. There's a good back and forth. This was the highest rated match voted on Cage Match, right? Rightfully so. They went about almost 20 minutes out there, bro.
Okay.
Almost 20 minutes out there, bro. And of course, Mustafa Ali did pick up the W. Now, I'm happy for the guy. I am. I'm happy for Mustafa Ali. This is his first major singles championship that he's won in his entire career. You think, right? His time in the Fed, never won a title. Crazy, right?
He was always hurt.
No, but still, you would have thought cruiserweight champion, U.S. champion. I thought he was a U.S. champion. I literally thought at one point he was the U.S. champion.
Mm-hmm.
I could have sworn
he got close, but never.
Right. But here's the thing, right? I'm happy for the guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for him.
Shoot, they was gonna fuck around and give him the world title if it wasn't for Kofi.
But this was an LOL TNA. This is what TNA used to do back in the day, bro. Once the guy was fresh off the Fed, bro, give him a title. Let him beat our guy. Go over clean against our guy. Again, to me, that was like an LOL TNA moment in a way. But that's what happened. So Mustafa Ali is the X Division champion. You think that's crazy, bro? We go over to New Japan. New beginning. Bro, if you would have told me, bro, that Nick Nemeth, the former Dolph Ziggler, was going to go to Japan and wrestle David Finlay, who just won the New Japan Global Championship at Wrestle Kingdom against Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay in that triple threat, right? In his first defense, he's wrestling Nick Nemeth, the former Dolph Ziggler, right? And he was going to lose to Nick Nemeth. I would have not believed you. I thought you were crazy. Well, crazy knocked on the door, bro. It happened. Crazy happened. Nick Nemeth defeated David Finlay to become the new Japan Global champion. The match was fine for what it was worth. It was a very solid match, right? If I can get the cage match results real quick here, let me see how long do they go for? That's what I want to know here. I literally rewatched the match yesterday actually. If I can be honest with you.
You didn't see the duration of the match. Huh?
I didn't watch the show. I caught up on the match yesterday, like literally.
Well, the duration of the match would have told you how long they wrestled.
Yeah, I know, but I just forgot. I'm sorry. God damn it. It happens, okay? It happens. These mother flowers. Oh, here it is. Trying to find it right now. Hold up, I'll get you this. Here we go. In Sapporo. Oh, yeah. So they went about almost 24 minutes. Right? Almost 24 minutes. Just crazy back and forth, like I mentioned. But Nick Nemeth is the new global champion, bro. And you didn't think about it, right? He went with the zigzag, which he's calling the danger zone. That's what he's calling it now.
Oh, it's embracing the 80s. Huh?
That's his whole gimmick, bro. He's in the 80s. The most wanted man, dude. His theme song is so 80s like. But you can download.
That's living a dream. I like a lot of 80s stuff too, but man, he overkills the 80s.
Which you can literally download off Spotify. The group that does Cody's theme, Mrs. theme, same people. But here's what I get from this, right? He literally, if you watch if you just see him, right? You can tell that he's genuinely happy to be there, bro.
Yeah, he's not held back.
Exactly. Like he's literally,
he's
bro.
Not catering every week. He's not pigeonholed to being a stupid tag team with somebody that, that used to be over, but is not because they're pigeonholed to being a tag team.
Like, he's literally just happy to be there, bro. He's finally being able to show the world, no pun intended, right?
No
He's here
pun
to
intended.
no pun
You
intended.
gotta
Like,
intend the pun, bro.
no pun intended here. I'm here to show the world. Like, he's literally now being able to show the world, bro. Like, yo, this is what's up, bro. This is what's up. You know,
That's good for him. Good for him.
he's in TNA, he's in New Japan, bro, killing the indies too. Having the time of his life right now, bro. Living now, my only wish, bro, I wish he would have done this shit 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Because his stock would have risen. I love how we got the kitchen crew in the background, just cleaning the plates. You know, I love that. I love that. Good sound effects here, Mike. Good sound effects. But after this, also on the New Japan, Matt Riddle is another one, bro. Matt Riddle defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi to become the New Japan World Television Champion. You know that ugly belt?
Didn't we say that belt looked like a weed tray? And guess who's holding it now?
Man who smokes it. I just hope, bro, he's able to get out of Japan without fucking up, bro. Without fucking around, bro.
Only time will tell, and I'm not giving him any type of hope.
You know, in Japan, they don't fuck around with the cannabis. They don't fuck around with that shit, bro. They
don't mess around with nothing.
They catch you with that shit, bro. You're fucked.
Bro, they don't even mess around with dudes having tattoos.
Ask Matt Sydal, bro. How did that turn out for him? He was gonna do time. He was gonna do time in Japan, bro. So yeah, he beat Tanahashi. The match was okay. Nothing to go crazy about here on that. That match went about literally almost 9 minutes. Almost 9 minutes, bro. So there was that, bro. What do you fucking do? There was also UFC this past Saturday. Just get this out of the way real quick. It was in the co-main event. It was Yair Rodriguez versus Brian TC Ortega. T-City, that is, right? Ortega. And it's crazy because going into this fight, if you're Yair Rodriguez, you beat him, you get a win over him, bro. You're next in line for a title shot. You're fighting Ilia Topuria in Spain at the Bernabeu in that big-ass stadium in Spain. And it looked like that was going to happen. Like, bro, first round kicks in. Brian Ortega, bro. He was in trouble at the beginning of the fight, bro. So, you know how Bruce Buffer does the introduction for the fighters, right? So, you know, fighters jumping up, you know, getting, you know, amped up, right? Brian Ortega jumps and he rolls his ankle.
Dang.
Like, fuck. Right? The fight happens, bro. First round, Topuria drops him, bro. And you're like, oh, this is over. This is it, right? Like, he's in trouble. Like, Ortega's in trouble, bro. We go to the second round, bro. Brian Ortega takes him down, submits him, bro. It's over. Like, wow, bro. That's crazy, bro. Like, he literally, again, Brian Ortega hasn't fought almost 2 years, bro. Hasn't fought in 2 years.
He wasn't going to go out like that.
He looked like, you know, again, he was in trouble there at first, right? Rolled his ankle. Makes it crazy. His ex is in the crowd. Right? And it looks like he's probably getting the title shot next, even though he doesn't really want it. Can you think, like, after the fight, you sell yourself, all right, I'm next in line? Nothing. Nothing at all, bro. So we'll see what happens. Also, in the main event, Brandon Moreno lost to Brandon Royval. 5-round fight. Both fights were 5 rounds, by the way. Put it that way. I literally placed a bet during the fight, and it kicked in. Brandon Royval did get the win via I want to say split decision, I think it was. So there was that too. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't think he's fighting Pantoja right away. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, let's get this out of the way now, Mike. Let's talk about this Wrestling Observer award that took place. We're not going to get to everything. We're not, okay? Let's just look at the wrestling aspect of it, right? So we already know that WWE won for promotion of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They won for promotion of the year after not winning this award for 20 years, bro. They went 20 years without winning this award, dude. Put it that way. They went 20 years.
Yeah, a lot of rebellion.
Yeah. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. They went 20 years, bro, without winning that award. The last couple of years been AEW. These last couple of years, bro, and they actually got it done, bro. They did it. WWE won promotion of the year. Number 2 was AEW, and then number 3 was New Japan. Keep this in mind. This is not Dave Meltzer awarding these awards. This is like the people who are subscribed to the Observer, like the readers. They're the ones who crowned this, right? So most outstanding wrestler was Will Ospreay, right? Tag team of the year was FTR, which I can agree with. Best on interviews was Eddie Kingston. Best week, number 2 was MJF, and number 3 Christian Cage. Best weekly TV show was won by AEW Dynamite. Number 2 AEW Collision, and number 3 SmackDown.
Yeah, bro, they smoking crack.
Now here's the thing about it, okay? Listen, are they getting I don't think they view it from how many viewers watch the show. It's on the quality of the wrestling.
Well, I go on the quality of the show, and SmackDown had majority of the Bloodline story on the show. So a must-see feud in television, and you give it third.
But I think
even though it doesn't mean much,
but I think what they're looking for is the wrestling, like the match quality. Like, to be fair, right? Collision did have FTR versus Bullet Club Gold. Remember that match that almost went an hour or so?
Yeah.
They had that, so I'll give them that, right? What else they had here? Match of the year went to Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega from Tokyo Dome last year. From Wrestle Kingdom. The second place match was Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay from Forbidden Door. And then number 3 was MJF versus Bryan Danielson from Revolution. That's my match of the year. Okay. What else happened here? Women's wrestling MVP is Rhea Ripley, followed by Julia and then Athena. Feud of the year was Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. Box office pro wrestling is Roman Reigns. Most improved, Julia Hart. Julia Hart won most improved.
Over.
Number 2, Dominic Mysterio, and number 3, Mariah May. The Bryan Danielson Award. This goes to best technical wrestler. Number 3, Josh Alexander. Number 2, Zack Sabre Jr. And number 1, the man himself, Bryan Danielson.
Won his own award.
Yes. Best television announcer. Number 3 went to Excalibur. Number 2, Ian Riccaboni. And number 1, Excalibur.
Who's number 3?
Kevin Kelly.
Okay. I thought you said, because you said number 3, Excalibur, number 2.
No. Worst television announcer, number 1 went to Booker T.
What?
Yep.
No. They don't see the vision.
I don't know, man. What else here? Best major wrestling show. Number 3 is AEW All In London, right? Number 2 is Forbidden Door from Toronto. And number 1 was Revolution from this past year with MJF and Bryan Danielson, the Iron Man match. Ready for this? Worst television show. Number 3, NXT. Number 2, Monday Night Raw. And number 1, NWA Power. Worst match of the year. Number 3, Shane McMahon and Snoop Dogg versus The Miz. WrestleMania Night 2, right? Remember that's when Shane tore squad?
Yeah.
Number 3, Tyrus versus EC3 from the 70s something for the anniversary show, right? And I think it was like a bull rope match, whatever it was. And number one, LA Knight versus Bray Wyatt from the Royal Rumble.
Bastards.
Let's see here.
You got to give Bray a slide on that.
Best gimmick. Number 3, Orange Cassidy. Number 2, Christian Cage. Number 1, Tony Storm. Let me see here. Worst, most disgusting promotional tactic. Number 3, the cocaine spot on the NWA pay-per-view.
Wild.
Number 2, WWE continued relationship with Saudi Arabia.
Get over it.
And number one, WWE enabling Vince McMahon and him being back in power and TKO keeping him in position of power.
Whatever. Next one.
I'm just going through here, just scrambling here. Worst feud of the year. Number 3, Tyrus versus EC3. Number 2, The Outcast versus AEW Originals. And number one, MJF versus the Devil.
Wow. Well, because it was, I guess so.
Oh man, this is great. This is awesome.
A lot of people was like, "Oh, this is better than the Bloodline story." No,
nah, bro, nah, homie.
No, huh?
Worst promotion of the year. Number 3, WWE. Number 2, AAA, and number 1, NWA. What else happened here? We were talking about best booker. That's Paul Levesque. Promoter of the year is Nick Khan. What else happened here? I mean, most underrated. Ready for this? Okay. Most underrated. Number 3, Daniel Garcia. Number 2, Konosuke Takeshita. Number 1, Chad Gable. Most overrated. Number 3, CM Punk. Number 2, Roman Reigns. And number 1, Sonata. So that's, you heard what I said, right, Mike?
Yeah.
For most underrated, what went to Chad Gable. I just think he's underused, bro, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Best non-wrestler, number 3, Prince Nana. Number 2, Paul Heyman. Number 1, Don Callis.
Jump off a bridge.
Don
Callis should be 3. Nana should be debatable 1.
I guess so.
It should be Paul Heyman though. But it's whatever.
Worst major wrestling show. Number 1, number 3, AEW World's End. Number 2, NWA Samhain. That's the cocaine spot that happened. And number 1, Crown Jewel from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Cool. I mean, we get the gist on a lot of these things, but, you know. So
again, this is basically fan voted. Just to remind people, this is fan voted. This is not Dave Meltzer, or Tuna Meltzer, some of us will call him as well, are going out of their way to vote shit by themselves. Nah, just keep that in mind. Most outstanding wrestler was Will Ospreay. Wrestler of the year, number 3, MJF. Number 2, Cody Rhodes. Number 1, Will Ospreay. So that's basically it, bro. That's basically it. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Team Koopa. Rest in peace, Ole Anderson. Rest in peace, brother. He just passed. Oh, man. They only voted Crown Jewel because it was in Saudi Arabia. I agree with that, Romeo. We did mention moments ago Forbidden Door, right? It was announced, I think, by Andrew Zarian that Forbidden Door is going to be taking place at Arthur Ashe Stadium. It is being set to take place at Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York. You hear that, Mike?
Yeah, I heard you.
They're likely going to Saudi Arabia. My bad. They're going to not Saudi Arabia. They're going to Arthur Ashe for the pay-per-view. I did say, hey, listen, I might not be doing episodes of Dynamite like that, but I might do the pay-per-views. So there's that. There's that. That's what's been going. That's what's going down. But that's crazy. Did he really? I just want to see here real quick. I just want to see how old he was. I don't want to.
Pretty sure he was probably in his mid-70s.
Oh, shoot. He was 81.
81.
81 years old. But I got to remember, he was one of the original Horsemen.
Yeah.
The original Horsemen. So there's that as well. So tonight on Raw, you're going to get Cody Rhodes versus Grayson Waller. That's taking place. That should be fun, I guess, right? For those of you out there that might be interested in that. And we might get more information what's going to happen with Cody and The Rock. Might see on that one also. But just to give you guys the rundown for this week, Raw rundown tomorrow. You available tomorrow?
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, I might be doing a solo then. Who knows? We'll keep you posted. I want to try to get ATP gaming done on Wednesday. Thursday is, of course, the double streams. We go live on Thursday twice. We didn't go live for Impact Breakdown this past Thursday because I had to be at work Friday at 2 a.m. So likely, yeah. So yeah, this Thursday is going to be sad, and then later on, it's going to be Impact Breakdown with myself and CPZ. And then Friday, we're doing predictions for Revolution. So that's the plan. That's the rundown for Friday for this week as well. And then Sunday is the post show. There'll be a post show Sunday after the pay-per-view goes off the air, just to give you guys the heads up on that as well. All right, but that's gonna be it for us. I want to thank you guys for tuning in as always. You guys are awesome as always. I swear, you guys are the shit every single time. And if you enjoy what we do, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that subscribe button down below if you enjoy what we do. Also, while you're at it, hit the like. Right, it does help us with the algorithm. Right, spread the word. Brandon Brown writes here: Rock must not have any movies filming. He's on the next 3 SmackDowns coming up. That's what's up. That's what's up. But that's gonna be it for us. All right, you can follow the Around the Network on X at where's that? There we go. At AT.Network. You guys can follow me on X at Heel Steven. Let them know, Big Mike, where can they check you out, bro?
You can check me out on X at Detroit Gamer 313.
All right, guys. That's going to be it for us.
Of course, I'm going to miss all that.
What do you mean? What do you mean I miss all that?
I don't know, the Rock and stuff. All the good stuff is going to be over when SmackDown comes here on the 12th of April.
Come on, man. You got to get positive, man. That's
well, also, it's going to be over.
Also, if you missed it as well, myself and Romeo and Chase, we were live this past Saturday with the UFC Fight Night Mexico watch along. That went down. I'm proud of that thumbnail, by the way. I'm so fucking proud of it. All right.
Good for you.
That being said, guys, it's going to be it for us, for myself, for Big Mike, for our investors, and for the gang. This has been Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network. Good night, everybody.
Listen. Fuck up. Get out.
No Millie, no Millie, no Millie, no Millie, no Millie, no Millie.